Guys, contrary to what you might be thinking, freelance writing goes beyond the online world. Alright, now there are several common ways that you can find freelance writing clients online, and this includes pitching on job boards, sending out cold emails, or applying for already existing jobs. Now this is great, but there are some uncommon methods that you can use to land freelance writing clients offline. All right, and that is what I want to share in this video. In this video, I'm going to be giving you 5 uncommon ways that you can land freelance writing clients. Please, if you are not subscribed to this YouTube channel, do well to subscribe. I put out videos like these that will help you make money from your freelance writing career. So if this topic interests you, then subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on my videos. Alright, so let's get into the video. So the first method I want to discuss is offline pitching. Guys, I know you are used to online pitching, sending cold emails and DMs and telling people why you can work for them. But have you considered doing offline pitching? Now, let me tell you a quick story. Alright, so I have a salon where I make my hair, and I've been making my hair there for a while. So the owner of the salon knows me. Okay, so I checked out their brand online. I checked and I saw that they were just struggling with their social media. They also just started a new website and they didn't really have much content there, plus their blogs were empty. So here's what I did. The next time I went to the salon, I reached out to the woman and we had a discussion about it, and I told her how I could write and how my services could help her brand to gain more visibility and help her get more clients. Guys, I left the salon that day with a new client. This is a very simple example of offline pitching. There are so many businesses around you if you check, and you can be sleeping on money. All right, so if you reach out to these people offline and share some of your services with them, check out their online presence. Is it good? Is it great? Do they need help? Are they struggling? Do they have no presence? You can send a pitch to them. You can talk to them about how your writing services can help them reach more people and gain more clients. Trust me, if you're able to show results and you can show proof of what you have done before, then in no time you'll be landing clients offline. The second uncommon way that you can land clients is by guest blogging. Alright guys, guest postings are mostly free. Some of them are free, alright, a lot of them. Alright, but then it's not just about the money, because at the end of the day, the relevance, the exposure that you get as a brand from your guest posts could be more than the money that you would have gotten from it, and in the long run it can pave way for more clients for you. All right, so something you should try is to be intentional in your guest blogging. So if you see a brand that is in line with what you want to do, all right, let's say you're a writer, but you write about digital marketing, and you see a digital marketing brand that you think, this brand, I think I want to work with them. Something you can do is to offer a guest post. Do your research well, know your onion, and write a guest post that they cannot resist. When they like it, and by the time you've done this for like 2 or 3 times, you can then pitch your services and say, oh, I could do this for you on a retainership basis, or we could strike a deal here. And before you know it, you could be on your way to winning a new client. Do this for different brands that are related to the services that you offer, and you could be getting good clients. Another uncommon way that you can get freelance writing clients is by collaborating with other freelancers. So that's the thing about the online world. Yeah, it's a connection. You cannot do it alone. As a writer, all right, there are designers, there are web page writers, there are copywriters, there are technical writers, there are UI UX experience builders. There are several people that have their services related to what I do. So something you can do that will be good for your business is to build a good relationship, build a community that consists of people that offer services related to what you do. All right, so for instance, if you are writing for a website, you're writing content for a website, somebody is going to design that website, somebody is going to handle the social media for that website, somebody will do digital marketing for that website, somebody will do the web design, graphics design for that website. There are always people that are related to the services that you do. So if you have connections, if you have relationship with these people, if you have a community that consists of those people, whenever there is a job, let's say the graphics designer has a job and then the job needs a content writer, they can always call you in. So just build your relationships in such a way that people can reach out to you for referrals, and you'll be well on your way to landing good clients. Something else that you can do is attend networking events offline. Guys, remember we're talking about offline ways, all right? So attend networking events. It's very important. You know, it's good when you attend events online, but then if you go offline, you can physically meet people. For instance, if there's a tech event, there will be several people in their diverse specialties attending this event. So you'll find people doing what you're doing, you'll find people doing other things related to what you do. So by the time you get to interact with these people, learn what they do, you know, connect with them some way or the other, whenever there is a job, you know, they can always link you. You are expanding your community, thereby expanding your capacity to get more jobs. Another thing that you can do is social media. Guys, you know I'm not going to joke with social media. I talk about social media in almost all my videos because I know how important it is. All right, as a content writer, as a freelance writer, if you have a presence online, all right, and you are putting out stuff related to what you do, then you are paving the way to get clients. People can see what you do and then reach out to you and say, oh, I see that you do stuff like this, can you write something like this for me? It's simple. I have been in that situation several times. I've had so many people reach out to me from my social media and say, oh, I see what you do and I'd like you to write something like this for me. How much will it cost? All right, so being on social media is a way of exposing yourself for clients to find you, come to your DM, see what you do, and then reach out to you. So social media is very important. The final thing I would say you should do is to keep your past clients connected. Because you have completed a job for somebody does not mean you should cut connection with the person. No, always keep your clients, keep in touch with your clients, continue to talk with them once in a while, reach out to them, because in the long run, these people, if they have a good relationship with you, whenever they get someone like them who needs the service that you offered for them, they can always link you up easily. They can always, you know, refer you to potential clients, and before you know it, you have landed more clients. So keep a good relationship with your previous clients. All right, so guys, if you're still here, I hope that you got value from this video. I hope that you've got one or two things that you can implement and you begin to see results. Thank you so much for staying till the end of this video. If you're not subscribed, please do well to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.